What is going on, everyone? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another Blueprint episode of Call of Duty Mobile. So today we are going to be looking at the newly released DRH Blood Rose. So this is the third legendary skin for the DRH, but there is a catch to it. It's technically not a new legendary skin because Chinese COD Mobile was actually the first one to ever receive this skin. This was months ago. It remained exclusive in the Chinese version for quite a while. It was actually renamed from the Red Me draw into the Informant draw. Of course, the reason why it was renamed is because this DRH was actually part of a collaboration for the Chinese COD Mobile, something about Red Me. I'm not sure if this was like some sort of anime thing or something exclusive to China, but yeah, they had to rename it in order to, I guess, you know, have it a little bit more exclusive to that version compared to here. So they renamed it here to Blood Rose. So in terms of changes for the legendary skin, I don't really think there is one, with the exception of maybe the Red Me title, or I guess the font going away. They had to remove that obviously because, like I said, it was a collaboration only for the Chinese version of COD Mobile. Other than that, the legendary skin is more or less the same as it is in the Chinese version for this game. The death effects are the same, the appearance is the same, the effects are the same, you just don't have that Red Me name on the side of the gun. So in the eyes of a lot of players, this skin wasn't really very appealing. A lot of people thought it was garbage, but you know, the moment I got my hands on it, because I thought the same thing, but the moment I got my hands on it, it's actually pretty good. I mean, especially for, you know, an anime type of legendary skin. Of course, this isn't really compared to, you know, the LK24 Idol Star, but it's still a pretty good skin nonetheless. This has been happening recently where I think a legendary skin doesn't really look appealing because I see like low quality footage. But then, you know, when I see it in game, I mean, it looks a lot better. And this seems to be the case with the Blood Rose. So this skin in particular has kind of like a platinum pink look to it. I mean, if you do use the base skin itself. I mean, like I said, it's not really too appealing. Really the only things I like is the iron sight and the death effect, as well as the little, I guess, the circuit chip effect that's on the back of the gun. I mean, those are like the best features of the weapon. So I know a lot of people are going to ask about the iron sight. It's kind of like the same as, I would say, the FR556, where it kind of has that V cut of an iron sight where there's like a spike in the middle. It's a lot thinner than the purebred because it seems to have like a very similar design, with the exception of the fact that the purebred's iron sight's a little bit wider. But I would say this one is pretty solid. One thing I will admit that I don't like is the fact that the iron sight does get covered with diamond studs instead of it being solid gold if you do use diamond camo. As it goes for the other completionist camos like Damascus, Platinum, and Gold, I mean, they're really good. Especially Platinum makes it look shinier than the default skin. But yeah, that's my only complaint when using completionist camos on this particular skin. One feature that did surprise me a little bit is the muzzle flash. So I don't really talk about muzzle flashes a lot because, you know, for the most part, most people use silencers, so it doesn't really matter. But in this case, it does look pretty good. It's something that you could actually notice. It's not something that you could barely see if you hit fire or something like that. I mean, this one does have a pretty big muzzle flash. As for shooting sounds, I mean, it is there, but it's not really that noticeable compared to like the Wicked Claw or even the purebred. Like I said, it's there, but not too there, you know? Also, another thing worth noting before we get into the class setup and attachments, this is not a reactive skin. It only reacts based on kill. So the draw is going to end with 3900 instead of 4700. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind, but it's still pretty good when it does react. So now moving on to the attachments, nothing really special when it comes to its blueprint attachments, just strike stock, OWC laser, strike forward grip, 25 round OTM mag, as well as stippled grip tape. But for the class setup, I did change one thing, which is the rear grip. So typically I usually run marksman, no stock OWC laser, 30 round OTM mag, as well as rubberized, but I decided to change the rear grip for like to stippled grip tape so it could have a little bit more speed. And it doesn't really affect the weapon's recoil that much, so that's a pretty cool thing. So overall, the DRH Blood Rose is a pretty solid skin with some decent effects. Would I say that it's the best, non-reactive legendary? Of course not. I mean, there's better ones out there, but it still does its job being a good legendary. I mean, the circuitry on the center of the weapon is absolutely amazing. It looks almost like this pink gem. It's really, really nice. So yeah. Anyways, whether or not you guys want to pick it up, that's up to you. Personally, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I probably would, or maybe not. I don't really know, but yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe for some more COD mobile content. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.